Today we're going to look at chemical potential energy in food. We're going to compare Cheetos and marshmallows. Your job is to predict which one has more chemical potential energy. The way we're going to do this experiment is we're going to get two pieces of food that are roughly the same size and mass, and we're going to burn them in this setup behind us. What we're going to do is we're going to burn the food on this cork, and we're going to capture the heat given off in the water. The heat given off by the fire is going to raise the temperature of the water, and so we're going to measure the temperature rise of the water. We're going to measure the temperature using this thermometer. We put the bulb of the thermometer in the material we're measuring, and then we're going to just read off where the liquid rises to. In this case, it's about 19.5. So we're going to write down the starting temperature of the water is 19.5, and you guessed it, it's 19.5 Celsius. So we started at 19.5. We're going to burn the marshmallow. Marshmallows are mostly made of sugar, so we're watching the sugar burn. And when the marshmallow goes out, we're going to be looking at the temperature of the water above. So the marshmallow's out. We're going to stir up the water so we equally distribute all the heat, and we're going to measure the temperature of the water. The temperature of the water is 24 degrees Celsius. We're going to do the Cheeto, and we're going to get the starting temperature. And that looks to be almost spot on 20 at this point. Yep. 20 degrees Celsius. So now we'll repeat this experiment with a Cheeto. We'll light up the Cheeto and watch it burn. Cheetos have a lot of oil in them, and you can see the oil oozing out of this thing. That's what's bubbling there. And so Cheetos are made mostly of oil, and we really see that oil burning and partially burning. You see that soot that's basically unburnt oil. And when the Cheeto goes out, we're going to measure the ending temperature. So now let's stir that up. Okay, let's stop there. 32.5. So this went up from 20 to 32.5. You'll remember the original question was which food had more chemical potential energy, the Cheeto or the marshmallow. And so we remember what the marshmallow looked like as it was burning, had a nice flame, and you see the sugar bubbling. The Cheeto, on the other hand, has a lot of oil in it, not very much sugar, and you can see that oil bubbling. You can also see that the fire lasts longer and has more it's a little brighter as well. So what we learned from this has more chemical potential energy per gram than does sugar. So if we look, we should be able to use that data to figure out which of these would have more calories, okay, per gram. So a calorie is a measure of how much chemical potential energy it has. And so if we turn this over, we should see that this is, for 30 grams, it's about 90 calories, and this is 160 for 30 grams. Oil has more calories per gram than does sugar, and we can see that clearly by burning a marshmallow and a Cheeto.